And a 3, a 2, a 1.
Blast off!
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Building with Bunny with Grandma Badger Bricks.
Hello, everyone.
How is everyone today? Hold on. My phone's about to go. It's going to go live, and my phone's going to scream. And, okay, it's not going live. Okay. Any second now, it's going to go live and be really loud. I apologize.
That's all right.
There it is. And there it goes. Okay. Hey, everybody, look, no problems this week. We have a new mouse.
It's a bunny.
Bunny. So how are you, Grandma?
I am very well, thank you.
Good. What you working on today?
I am working on the big vase.
The big vase. Can you show us, or is it like taped down or something?
Well, I do have it taped, but let's wait until more people come on a little bit.
Okay.
Blast off. Don't mind if I do.
It's a bunny, Scott. See the ears? It's a bunny. And see, it's a bunny. I have one. Well, I actually have 2 more upstairs. I mean, when you find something cute that really works, I mean, then you got to go with it, right?
That's right.
I am still working on set number 80113, the family reunion celebration. I have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 bags left.
Oh my goodness.
So we'll see if we can get that knocked out today. Hello, Brett.
Hi, Brett.
Actually, you know what? I wonder if okay, I'm not going to be political, but I'm going to be political for like 1 second. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. It's not about that. It's more about just seeing the minifig that I got to represent election year. Let me go see if I can't. I wanted to show you it. Okay, well, I'll just tell you this. So it's my sig fig, right? But it has a different t-shirt on it. So it's got a little white t-shirt with blue like stripes, like a baseball t-shirt, blue pants. But on the shirt, Lego doesn't allow you to put like Kamala Harris or like, whoever your choice would be. So I had to get creative, and I stole it from TikTok. So I didn't come up with this. But this is on the front of my shirt, Kamala. And then on the back, 2024. I cannot wait to get that little sig fig. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Back to regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah. Brett says the last mouse left said there was a real lack of cheese.
Yes. Sorry. I do plug it in. So this one doesn't operate that way, and it's got a really good long life on the battery. I think I've used the one upstairs for work for like a year, so we should be good. Yeah, Scott, I don't know what you mean by that, but it's okay. Whatever you mean by that, we're good. Again, I don't like to get political on things, but I just had to. I had to. I wanted to get a sig fig off of Lego.com, so that was my choice. Okay, let's open up a bag. Bag number 7. I'm going to go mute for 1 second.
Everybody's got their own opinions and whatnot. We're not here to share them all, but that was a cute opinion that she wanted to show. So, fine and dandy. We don't want to get into arguments with religion or politics.
But we can talk dragons, because today is the season finale of the House of Dragons.
Oh,
I cannot even wait.
Dragons.
It's going to be a fierce battle of dragons.
Yeah.
There's going to be tears. There's going to be bloodshed. And at the end, there's going to be a queen. God dang it. Just here to say.
Yeah.
We're going to have a queen. I guess I'm taking a whole lot of stands today.
I guess so. My goodness.
We're going to have queens. We're going to, okay.
Well, that's all right.
I'll try to dial it back, but I'm really there for the dragons. They're my favorite mythical creature.
Well,
okay, let's get this together. Dude Jude!
hi, Dude Jude. So nice to see you here.
Okay, let's pay attention and get this ship off the dock.
This picture is so large I can't even use my light board.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm doing it with just the overhead light, and it's fine because the letters are it's got a whole black background, and I'm trying to get that done first before I do all the beautiful colors on the vase. And I'll show it to you in a little bit, but I'll just show it to you now. The heck with it. I've just got it kind of taped so that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's going to be a beautiful one.
Yeah, no kidding. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Can't you use your light board though and just move, like reposition the picture?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't lay good on here. So that's why I laid it on my tray. It just works out better for me. And then I've got the overhead light, and that's perfect. I can see good as long as I have the other lights on in the bedroom here. It works out just fine. Because otherwise you're constantly shifting, you're constantly moving, and this way I can just keep going across the whole big board and get all the black background done. Yeah, that's monotonous. That's like dots.
Yeah.
You know.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing a hummingbird picture right now, and it has the same, it's not a black background, it's more of like a gray, but
yeah. Well, this size is, what the heck? This is a 40 by 40.
Yeah.
So that's a big size for me to work on. You know, most of mine are a little smaller, or the rectangle. The rectangle works fine with my light board. I've been thinking of getting a bigger one through Temu, and maybe I will.
Yeah.
Because their prices are so much better than anybody in town here. Maybe my next order will be that.
Scotty said, wow, that's an awesome project.
Thank you, Scotty.
And we have MJ in the chat.
Oh, hi, MJ. Darn it. I had to show him. He's probably wondering what I was building, but he snuck in. I'll take it off again and show him. Yeah, this one might take me a little while. It all depends.
Well, there's no rush.
Yeah.
I don't rush through mine. And mentally, I would love to work on mine every day. And I'm fortunate enough that I have a station upstairs that I can just leave up and it's not causing grief.
Right.
And sometimes I spend my 15-minute breaks during work just, doing one whole letter or one whole, and then at least, it keeps moving. But sometimes I don't even get to it.
Yeah. No, well, that's the same with me. I leave it up here because it's not in my way. That's why I'm glad I have my craft table, and I have my desk over there. Yeah. And it's not in the way here either, so it's always set up, and I can just jump on it when I feel like it. Some days more than others. But I wish this humidity would go away. Oh, man.
I know.
Humidity does not work good with arthritis.
Right. I got up early today. Well, 7. That's not too early, but I got up early and was having coffee on the patio. And then I was like, I think I'm going to go to Trader Joe's today. And they opened at 10. So I got there right when they opened, which was still controlled chaos. Like that's
Yeah.
always control chaos. But I wore my smile. I made some friends as I motored my way through. And do you know what I did?
But
I bought flowers for myself.
very nice.
Bought myself flowers.
Yes, I was. That's the song I was thinking of.
Yeah, I posted on Facebook in my story. I just Stacy got me Gerber daisies the other like
Yeah.
couple weeks back, and they lasted for like 2 weeks. And I
Yeah.
have them right next to my diamond art station upstairs, and they
Yeah.
make me so happy because they're right in the middle of the living room. So I got pink and yellow Gerber daisies. Oh wait, maybe I can show you guys because it's on my Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I had gotten bright yellow ones for Paulette when I went over there.
Oh,
Just loved them, and they last. Oh, look at how pretty they are!
isn't it great?
Yes, they're gorgeous.
They make me so happy.
Yep.
So I got those, but I also got Stacy a dozen gorgeous variated pink roses
Whoa!
and a big bag of her favorite.
Popcorn.
Yeah, but it's the Hullis popcorn.
Oh,
It's sweet.
she's on to Hollis now.
Well, she'll eat any popcorn. She's really not. She doesn't disconcert. Is that the right word? Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't discriminate against popcorns.
Okay, good.
So it's the Hullis and it's sour cream and onion.
Oh my God, does that sound good? What brand name is that?
The Trader Joe's brand.
Sure.
I guess I'm gonna have to bring you a bag of that too.
Well, it wouldn't hurt. I'll pay you for them. All these different things I want to try. I like the Hollis popcorn better. It melts in my mouth.
Oh my God, you all! I have to show you what Grandma bought me for my birthday.
Huh?
Oh my
Yep.
God! Hold on, just a moment. I have to pull it up. I have been stalking this watch for what feels like months.
Hi, Kim Randall. How are you
Hello,
doing?
Kim.
Why do I say Randall? I could just call her Kim.
Well, you could, but you know why.
Yeah.
Grandma got me this swatch for my birthday. It's neon yellow. Okay, that's really not going to.
Yeah, it's not a good picture.
It's neon yellow, like my phone case. Oh my God, I can't even wait for it to get here. And it's on back order right now. So I don't know how long it'll take, but my birthday's not till September. So.
Righto.
Oh, and we should do something fun. Let me look at the calendar for when September is. The 18th, which is my actual birthday, is on a Wednesday. So we either need to have a stream party on the 15th or on the 22nd.
Well, we'll do it.
Party!
Party time, party time.
I'm not afraid to throw my own party. I'm too old to wait for people to throw me parties.
You're old. What do you think I am?
Hello, Cliffy. How you doing, bud? Are you
Hi,
feeling
Cliff.
better?
I hope you're hanging in there, kid.
Scotty can't wait till tomorrow is the day. What? Oh, you go back to the doctor tomorrow, Cliffy?
Oh.
Oh, I think he gets the stint out or something, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I swear I pay attention.
Yeah, that's what he said. Oh, the stint and all the stuff. Whatever. I don't know what the whatever is, but I don't want to.
Well, probably the 9mm bullet that he's got inside of him. Poor guy.
Yeah. Well, they probably got that if they blasted it to get it out.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Sorry, Cliff. I think I just caused a HIPAA violation. I apologize, sir.
Well,
But we hope you feel better.
yes.
And we're honored to have you on the stream.
Okay, now I'm going to show it one more time.
Pay attention, everyone.
Yeah.
Eyes forward, everyone.
This is what I'm working on. It's a big picture of a multicolored vase with flowers.
Very pretty.
And I'm working on the whole background now, which is black, and get that out of the way because it's like playing with dots.
Yeah.
A little boring, but not bad.
It's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah. I'll have to find a big place to hang it because it is 40 by 40, so it's a little big.
Kim, I hope you feel better.
Oh, what's the matter, Kim?
She's not feeling well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
MJ said, that's really cool, GBB.
Thank you.
Cliffy said, awesome, GBB.
Thank you. You're all such a bunch of sweeties. And Kim, I'm terribly sorry you're not feeling good.
I wasn't feeling good either. I had I have a Baker's cyst behind my right knee, and it's been giving me grief. And it's probably ticked off because I've been walking on the treadmill. You know, heaven forbid you do anything healthy.
Yeah,
I've been gimping around with that. So, and for those who this applies to, all of the packages went out. I did ship all of the packages, so they should be arriving soon. The one that went out to VAB or VAB, he got his this weekend. So, they're on their way. You get a Polly. You get a Polly. You get a Polly.
That a girl. All God's children get Polly's.
Cliffy, I'm still building the family reunion celebration. You know how I love a good Lunar New Year build. I fear I've had too much espresso today. I'm sitting here vibrating even when I'm not talking.
Well, yeah, I would say that's quite a bit.
Well, I picked up a bag of espresso while I was at Trader Joe's. The trip was all about me. I mean, I did get something for Charlie, and the dogs, because they're my heart, you know. So I got them doggy treats. But I picked up my favorite French macaroons, the cookies, you know.
Yeah.
And espresso. I got some focaccia bread. I made a cucumber salad that's sweeping the nation on TikTok. So I made that. So I just filled the cart, and then I got all the flowers and the popcorn. I went in. Oh, and really, I just went in for chicken salad, and $126 later. And the girl that was checking me out, she was like not paying attention, like she was just checking. And then she said, did you find everything? And I said, yeah, I just came in for chicken salad. And she's like, oh my God, did you even get any? She had already like put it in the bag. And I was like, that could have very easily happened.
Yeah.
You go in for one thing and then you're already on your way home when you realize you didn't even get it.
Yep. Or you look at your list that you make out so nicely, and then you go into the store and you're getting all the different stuff, but you fail to look at your list while you're shopping.
Yeah.
And then you go walk out and you got stuff that wasn't on your list, and a couple of items aren't in there because you didn't look at your list.
Or you left your list at home.
Well, I've done that, but I try to put it in my purse before I'm even ready to go out the door. Because I've done that before. And I got 3 flights, and I'm not going to go down 3 flights and then come back up 3 flights and then go down 3 flights. I'm not looking for that much exercise.
Well, I have worked in 30 minutes on the treadmill every day so far for like a week and a half. And I think that's something for me.
That's very good. Yep. That is very good.
I'm not breaking any marathon records, and I'm not going to, be joining the Olympics anytime soon, but
you don't have to. You're moving. You're doing something. I don't walk miles and miles and miles every day. Yes, on my Fitbit, some days I'm only walking 2 miles. Some days I walk 3.5. Some days I walk 5. It all depends on what I'm doing, and, at least I'm moving compared to a lot of people around here.
Well, and I combined my, I combined efforts because I could sit on TikTok for a day and waste like, when you're on there, an hour goes by. So I'm like, all right, well, my iPad fits perfectly on the front of the treadmill, like where the screen is.
Yeah.
So I sit there with my iPad, and then, of course, because I'm a consumer, I bought the little finger thing that you can wear to flip the screen on TikTok so that you don't even have to touch the screen. So now I just walk on the treadmill, flipping the screen with the little hand controller for 30 minutes. It's the greatest thing since popcorn. So I'm lazy in one aspect, but then in another, I'm not.
Yeah, but if you didn't have all those gadgets, you wouldn't do it.
Doesn't matter.
Gotta have the gadgets.
I love the gadgets.
I know. That's like me. I had to have little transistor telephones, little transistor radios, because I have 2 radio stations that I listen to. One station in town here is nothing but the oldies and all of the old commercials. And the other one is from the 80s. So I got so used to the music from the 80s because of you and Stacy when we go back to Kentucky and come up north. I got used to all those songs and they're pretty jazzy. So I bought a couple of little transistor radios through Temu that weren't very expensive at all, and they work great. I put my headphones in, and away I go with this little tiny thing that fits in the palm of my hand.
There you go.
Yep,
Whatever's going to help you get it done.
that's right. I got to have music when I walk. I don't like, because I can't talk while I'm walking.
MJ said that's excellent, Suzanne. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, see?
MJ, I felt that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't mind being fat, but I just, what really is the awakening? When you have security cameras up and you see your ass on the security camera and you see yourself walk across a room. It's not about the weight. It's about the schlump, the frumpy schlump that, schlumping across the room. I'm like, oh my God, I need to sort this. I
Well,
don't mind being overweight. I just need to not look like that because then I'm going to become a target. Somebody's going to try to steal my purse because they're going to think that I can't, and I can't. I mean, I can weaponize something. I don't know what, but I can do something.
well, I took a tip from you and Stacy, who is your best friend. Every time I go into a grocery store with a grocery cart, I chain up my purse. Every time. And it works.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to take my stuff.
No. Yeah, it almost feels awkward now to not run that loop through your bag.
Yeah.
Like I'd be worried about my bag the entire time.
Well, I don't leave my cart. I don't walk away
No,
from
me
my
either.
cart like a lot of these women do. And I'm going, are you nuts?
Yeah. I mean, they walk away with their kids and their purses in the cart. Like,
yeah.
okay.
No, but I mean, that way, if I get distracted and I'm looking at something, at least I'm there, but my purse is strapped down and nobody can just grab the purse and go. Because you know what purse I'm using now?
No.
My red sequined one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, I know. That's what one lady said. She said, "Oh, she's one of my neighbors, and she said, "Oh, Sue, I love your purse. It's so jazzy." I said, "Yep, I treat it myself." She said, "Good for you, girl."
Yep. Can't take it with you.
That's right.
I think I've had Temu packages come the last 3 days in a row. Charlie gives me the side eye every time, and I'm like, listen, mister, you have no input on this at all.
Well, I look at it this way. There are things that I want, and there's things that I need to exist in this life. Now,
Zizu!
Zizu's here. Hi, Zizu. There are things that I want and things that I have to have. I'm not going to pay full price for this stuff anymore.
Oh, no.
I'm going to make my money stretch and still get what I want. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And everybody can say, oh my God, it comes from China. Well, have you looked where all the stuff comes from, the Boston store and the highfalutin stores? China.
It'll be fine. Woo!
And yet they're charging a lot of money. And I don't have a lot of money. So I do it my way.
She did it my way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And my little joke of saving singles, you know what I'm up to? I'm up to $60.
Wow.
I know.
That's a lot of singles, Grandma.
I know. And it's very easy. You just got to get in the habit of doing it. I mean, that's the same with quarters. I have not gone, see, because our laundry area takes quarters. And it was always 75 cents a load, which is super, super cheap. Well, now they just raised it to $1, which is still super, super cheap.
Yeah, it's more than that at the laundromat.
Oh God, at the laundromat, it's $2, $3, $4, $5. So I always save all my quarter change. I have not gone to the bank to get rolls of quarters for laundry. I put them away.
Yeah.
And I save them. And I've never run out of quarters.
You probably make money when you play Card Shark with your friends too.
Well, I use dimes and nickels for them. Because it's a quarter game, so I give them 5 nickels. I have no use for nickels. And for the other game, it's 50 cents. I give them 5 dimes. You ain't going to get a quarter out of me.
Grandma's keeping her quarters, everyone.
You betcha. Now, if I happen to win and there is a quarter in there, that goes back into my laundry container. So.
I'm missing a window.
Yep. So it works out fine. We are just babbling like crazy. It's what you save. It's not what did Zizu say? It's what you save, not what you make. Strongly believe.
Yeah.
You're right, Zizu. Absolutely.
Scotty said it's only Temu. It can't be that expensive. Right.
No. Temu is.
Oh my God. I saw like a mini house, a tiny house on Temu for like $1,300. It's like, what?
I know. No, I think it was 13,000.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I was just surprised. I refreshed my feed because I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. That was from the local one, I think.
Oh, that was.
And I looked at that too, and I thought, oh my God, I could buy a tiny house off of Temu. Ship it here.
I live in the parking lot.
Would it be free shipping?
Right. No price adjustments on that, though.
No. I'm coming through with price adjustments. Very good, I'll tell you.
Grandma, I got $30 back over the course of like 3 orders. But you do know that you won't get price adjustments on local warehouses, right?
Yeah, you told me that. I don't try to get stuff from local. I've tried to do the other way. It's fine. But what was I going to say? Well, mine are cheesy peasy then. But I just got $8 from this last order where the 2 jackets that I ordered dropped by $3 each. And they weren't expensive to begin with.
Right.
And I went, oh my God.
I know, it ends up almost free. And, you know, I mean, they're smart in marketing because you can just roll the money back into the next order. Well, but girl math is that's free money because I had already spent it somewhere else.
Yep.
So if you're going to give it back to me, even if I got to respend it, I'm still getting more item for I understand. It's girl math. So don't rake me over the coals in the chat. I'm just saying.
Well,
Okay.
here's a good example. I wanted a transistor radio a long time ago instead of always walking with my CD player and then recharging my batteries, or when I play the CDs, they go faster. So I went to Walmart. They had one transistor radio and it was $18.
Right.
I brought it home and I tried it out, and the reception on it was awful. I could not get those two stations in for some reason. So I took it back. I said, forget it. I don't need the aggravation. Give me my money back. You know what I paid for them on Temu? And I get perfect reception, and it's perfect.
Right.
They were $5.23.
Did you get a price adjustment?
No, they never went on a different price.
Ah.
Some things go down and some things don't.
Yeah, right.
But $5.23 for almost the same type of thing.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. That's $12 in my pocket.
Yep. I have more t-shirts than I know what to do with at this point. It's becoming a problem. So I think I'm going to order an organizer off of Temu.
Oh,
I'm funny.
it's all well. Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me go back to the chat here for 1 second.
Yeah.
Scotty said 13K is still cheaper than Amazon. They want 22K for the tiny house.
Yeah.
You strike me as someone who would build an awesome tiny. Oh, I would agree with that. I think Scotty could build a great home.
Yep.
Zizu said he likes girl math. See?
That a boy.
At this rate, by this time next
Well,
the stream
here.
will be sponsored by Temu.
And Scott says it might be girl math, but it actually makes sense.
It does.
Exactly.
I am getting more product and I'm already getting the product cheap. So then you're going to give me a price adjustment. I mean, it's almost like they're paying me to take the item.
MJ, at this rate, by this time next year, the stream will be sponsored by Temu.
Right? No lie. I'm going to try to get that in the works.
See, this is what I love about our stream. We do an awful lot of laughing and joking around, and it feels so good. Feels so good.
Agreed. And you know what isn't here? Conflict and weird behavior. We're all happy people.
Yeah. Well, and we all have shit to deal with in our lives. We all have, whether it's health issues or mental issues or whatever the case may be, they're out to get you. But here we can just let things go and laugh and joke. And I think that's very healthy for all of us.
No, I was like, why does this not look like the picture? Because, Suzanne, you're not looking at it correctly. Okay, so I have been watching Dexter on Netflix. And it's originally from Showtime. I originally watched it back in the day, like up to season 2. And I was out of things to watch that would be binge worthy for a long period of time. So I started down the path of Dexter. It was a long 8 seasons. And it ended kind of stupid. But now I found out that there's another season of Dexter, Resurrected. So now we started that. You know how I was emotionally not right after watching all the Gilmore Girls? Because you get so involved. And that's the thing about binging something like 8, 9, 10, 12 seasons. Like you get so caught up in it because it's all you watch. And then all of a sudden you have nothing. And it's like emotionally you're let down because, well, now what's going to replace this?
Mm-hmm.
It's a real thing. I'm not making this up. So I got done with Dexter. the first 8, and I actually felt like I needed a break from murder, which was like not me because I could watch murder shows all day long and twice on Tuesday. But I felt like I needed a break. But I started the resurrection and now I'm totally into that. And I'm on like episode 3. Whew. It's a lot though. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And Grandma, it's too much for you. I would not advise you.
Oh, I'm not interested in that. I no. Yeah.
But then I signed back on for Apple TV because there is a show over there that I now need to watch. So I started that, but it didn't compare to Dexter. So then I stopped watching it because I was like, well, this just isn't nearly as compelling as Dexter was.
Ay.
I know.
No, my speed is like my Barnberg Builders. I still have not finished the 17 seasons yet.
Oh my God, 17.
Yeah. But I took a break from them, but I've got I'm think I'm on 16 and I might have I don't know if I'm halfway through 16 and then there's 17. But they took a break at 2020 because of COVID. They only had 4 different episodes for
Right.
that year, you know. But I like to watch something like that because they build beautiful things out of old barns and they joke around and it's just interesting. I used to watch them when I had cable and I enjoyed that. And you were so nice to let me know that they were on Max so that I could watch it.
Well, you know, I try to be helpful.
And when I don't know about that, then I put on some of my movies, which Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to watch that tonight. You and I went to the show house to see that. That was a cute movie.
I have a t-shirt that says, I'm not bossy. I'm aggressively helpful.
You're not aggressively helpful. You're just very helpful. You always point me in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, you might want to ask Charlie. He might have differing opinions.
Well, you know, Charlie's Charlie.
Scotty says, wait, no weird behavior? What am I still doing here? Binge watching a show turns into, yes, it's like a never ending movie. It like does affect your psyche though. Because like you want to get back to it and when it goes on for so long.
Thank you, Kim. Kim says, best place to be for a lot of laughter and the best of fun. I just love this YouTube channel.
Oh, Kim.
Thank you.
You're going to make me cry.
Yeah, and Zizu felt the same and MJ also. That's really nice of you guys. But that's what it should be with friends. We got to laugh and joke, you know? You cry alone. When you're with friends, you laugh and you joke.
Zizu said, Scotty, maybe a gray tiny house, but below a bat cave size basement for Lego. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Focus, Suzanne. Focus.
Oh, careful on focusing.
Like I said, my brain is vibrating. That's some good coffee, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that doesn't fit.
Speaking of coffee, I have some here.
Ooh, Lord. You know the kind of coffee that allows you to see, hear color and see sound? Yeah.
No.
That kind of coffee.
Mine is just decaffeinated. That's all. But I can drink it all day long. And it keeps me rolling. Have you ever come across the drill? This is so funny. They're itsy bitsy tiny little round drills.
Oh.
They're, you know, it's like the end of the run, but it's perfectly round, but it's about a quarter of the size of this regular drill.
Yeah, like it got just
yeah
put out at the end or something.
And on the jewel ones, once in a while, they're the opposite. The peaky part
Yeah.
is the color, and the flat part, it doesn't work, you
Yeah.
know? And I always chuckle when I see those.
Well, I made it to bag 8. Something's working.
That a girl. Keep it rolling. On my radio station, there's a commercial for a home improvement company called Semper Fi.
Yeah. I
And
hear
they're all
Brian.
they're all military guys.
Yeah.
Well, they were here the other day looking at our building for some reason. I don't know what kind of work they're going to do, but their van is so cool. It's all red, white, and blue, and then there's soldiers that are done in black and scattered throughout on the outside of the van.
That's cool.
Yeah, I saw him pull in. I went, oh my God, that's Semper Fi. I listen to their commercials all the time.
Oh my God, there's one commercial for, it's a wing place, and they play it every single day. And it's like, Wendy's new saucy wings.
Oh.
Maybe it's not saucy, but that's what they are. And they play it, Bob and Brian play it like 85 times in their 4-hour show. Oh my God.
Yeah. I thought maybe you were talking about the one with the buffalo.
What buffalo?
Well, maybe that's on TV. That might be on TV, some of the channels that I get. And it's buffalo wings or something, and it's a buffalo, but they're hot, you know.
Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other commercial they have now is for a gambling service, like a gambling app. And at the end of the commercial, like they're promoting the gambling app, and then they have to give all the disclaimers, for all the people who shouldn't be gambling. And they break it down by state. Like the commercial goes on forever and ever. If you're in Wyoming, call 1-800 blah, blah, blah. If you're in Nebraska, visit website blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Couldn't we like make it centrally located somehow?
Yeah.
So that's like the longest commercial. And then the saucy Wendy's wings.
Hmm.
In case I didn't explain. So Bob and Brian are a local radio show in the mornings in Milwaukee. And I grew up listening to them.
Yeah.
They've been on, I think they've been on the air 30 years. I think they just approached 30 years.
That could be, yeah.
So I listen to them online every morning. Although some of their political stances I'm not agreeing with, but I'm trying to get over.
Well,
I just try to zero in on the other funnies. It's going to happen. It's okay.
Yep.
We don't all have to agree, but we do need to get along.
That's right.
God dang it.
Caesar says that's the kind of coffee I need. What? Strong or decaffeinated?
Yeah. I think you meant the kind that allows you to hear color and see.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you had mentioned that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm suddenly really hungry. I'm obsessed. First, I need to put on a sticker. Hold on. I'm obsessed with this new thing. Saw it on TikTok. They are like rice cakes, but rice cakes are like styrofoam. Right. So here, I actually thought about this today while eating one. It's like a pork rind, but it doesn't taste piggy because it's not made with pig skin. So it's that same texture though. So it's like a little bit crunchy, but not hard. And it's just unflavored. And you can use it as a vessel for like chicken salad, You can make a sandwich on it. So they're about this big around and they're called pops. And they're made out of like wheat flour, rice flour, and something else. So they're about this big around and they're a little bit concave. So they work out great to be a vessel. And I'm obsessed with these stupid things now. And the only place I can find them in is at the Kroger in the kosher section. So yesterday I went to Kroger and I bought every bag they had. I can only imagine that the inventory people are like, some crazy Jewish lunatic showed up and bought all of our pops.
I laughed so hard when you wrote me that.
Because like they've probably been on the shelf forever, right? Like who's obsessed with these things? Nobody. And then I swoop in and buy all 8 packages. And they're 16 calories a piece. And they're like just nothing. But they're firm enough to hold like whatever you want to smear on there. Oh my God, I did guacamole the other night. Oh, so delicious.
Was that egg salad you showed me?
Yes, I did egg salad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I bought chicken salad, which was my whole purpose of going to Trader Joe's. Yes.
That I make myself. Because I get the shredded chicken if I don't cook chicken and then shred it myself because I've got a shredder. But then I just with the seasoning and Duke's mayo, and it turns out yummy.
Why did you give me a skull, Scotty? You dead? I missed something.
He's laughing like crazy, Suzanne.
Maybe he's dead from laughing. I don't know. I'm trying to read between the line there, and I missed something somewhere.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Didn't want to say dead. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, let me say it for you.
You just did it, so did I. Because I read it.
Yeah. I see what you were doing there, Scotty. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got some new Lego in the mail. Do y'all want to see what I got?
Well, of course.
Okay, let me finish this step and then I'll go over to the backlog. Isn't it nice that I have it all in one place now? Everything is orderly.
Isn't it nice when it's all organized and it's at your fingertips?
I know exactly where things are.
Yep.
I'm not relying on anybody else to move it around.
Yep. I just did that with my shelving here, and I brought in a little wheeled cart to do it with for my diamond art. And it just works so nice. I had to sew one diamond art this morning, and everything was right there at my fingertips. The cloth, the clips, everything.
Everything comes down to tasks and stations. You can get it all done if you do tasks and stations.
And the right equipment.
Yes, and the right equipment. Yes, you gotta have the right tools.
You gotta have the right tools.
Okay.
Or it doesn't work.
Ugh. And I will be building these. Well, maybe not the gift with purchase, but I will be building these next. So mark it on your calendars, people. This was beep, but there's nobody there. Grandma's frozen.
What?
You can hear Grandma.
What about what?
It looks like our screen is frozen.
No, it's not.
It's just frozen on my main computer. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, if you can't see this.
No, you can see it there. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can't see anything. So hold on.
Push it, come up just a little bit. That's fine. That's fine.
So here's the new chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty? They're bananas.
They're
Yeah.
bananas. They are. Oh my God, they're bananas.
And then we have the delightful plum blossom. Well, how is my computer gonna?
It's all right. Just hold it right there. Everybody can see it because I can see it good. Don't get too close. We can't see it all. That a girl.
And there's a delay on my phone, so I really can't see what I'm doing.
That's all right. You're fine.
All right. And then I also have the gift with purchase. Oh, there we go. I'm unfrozen now. Thank God. Oh, it's
Fireworks.
Scotty. It was you.
Ooh,
Hello,
ah.
Scotty.
Was I jamming up your internet?
I think so because I heard the bing, like somebody was in the green room, but then there was nothing.
Well, I've been told worse.
Okay, so then these are the fun fireworks, and this one spins. And how many of us are going to want this clear angled brackety bit here,
Very good part. That's a cool set in general, actually.
right?
That's so
And
cute.
it spins. Oh my God. So good fun is about to be had.
All right.
Yeah, the other two sets are nice too. I did like those when I saw the release of them.
I like the price that they were a little less expensive than the other botanicals, but they are smaller too. So, you know.
Right.
Hello, bluegrass.
Hi,
Hey.
Bluegrass.
Oh, Coosier. Did you see what I just did there? I combined Hoosier and Ken together and came up with Coosier. Too much coffee.
Oh my
Maybe.
goodness.
Your mouth can't keep up.
That's my kid.
Yeah, my mouth can't keep up with my brain.
Yeah,
So how are
that's
things,
right.
Scotty?
Okay. Kind of relaxing today after yesterday's kayaking trip I had.
Oh my.
Did we just both say that?
Yeah.
I like
sure
the.
hope you were wearing a safety jacket, a life jacket.
Oh yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we just had an incident when I was down by my friend down by the waterfront, or she lives a block away from the Lake Michigan.
Oh, nice.
And there was some kids kayaking and one died. They both tipped over and they never found him. So, and he wasn't wearing a life jacket.
Ooh.
Very
Yeah,
important. Very important.
Yeah, we were in a creek and it was exceptionally shallow. We actually had quite a few spots where we had to just get out and drag the kayak.
Oh, okay.
You'll need some rain down there then.
Well, no, we don't. We had an extremely wet month of July and June.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're good on rain.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. And the conditions for the creek were perfect. It's exactly what we wanted because it was actually my son's birthday yesterday, so he was with me.
Happy birthday, little Scotty.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
14.
Oh,
14.
wow.
Time goes fast, doesn't it?
Way too fast. And it speeds up so much faster once you have a child. I never realized it. And yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
I was talking to Paige this weekend, and she's that's Charlie's daughter, and she moved to Chicago to go to school, so she's still sorting that out. But in the interim, all 18-year-olds go to Lollapalooza, and I had seen on TikTok the crowds for this stage, and I sent her the TikTok, and she's like, "That was me right in the middle," and I was like, "Oh my Jesus!"
All right.
And she's like, "Oh my God, it was the greatest thing." And I'm like, I met her when she was 4 years old and now she's 18 and she's just out there doing things. And I'm like,
yeah,
it gives me panic, but then I'm so proud of her too. But it's like that time from 4 years old to now went in a blink.
A flash. Yep.
Yeah. Well, how do you think I feel about you?
There you go.
Yeah.
And retrospect, I'm sure it's 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Just, a little bit of a difference there.
Right.
I was looking at some old pictures after Marley's passing and found pictures of her with Junior at 2, maybe 3 years old, and I'm like, wow, that was
Aw,
that
Was
seemed
Marley
like
your
it was
dog?
that long.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
It
She
just
just
didn't seem
passed?
like it was, huh?
Did she just pass?
yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a week ago Tuesday.
Oh, Scotty, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I missed that. I'm so sorry.
I
Yeah.
caught that on Instagram.
Oh,
Me,
I
who
missed
doesn't
it.
know Instagram, and I thought, oh no,
Well,
Yep.
much love to Marley.
yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, it was just a it started as one trip down memory lane and turned into 2.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yep, it can do that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, it was, in a way, it was some positive out of the situation,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and your puppy was older too. I think you showed her last time you were on the stream.
Oh yeah, she was 14 as well.
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah, I'm gonna be facing that soon. I'm fearful.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not fun, but you know, it's you just got to remember all the good times with them.
It's the circle of life, and I mean,
Yeah.
little man has brought me so much joy and so many antics and so much positive things that I mean, it's fine.
Yep. Ginger was the same with me. I had a beagle, and I grew up with beagles. My dad always had beagles because he was a hunter, a rabbit hunter.
gotcha. Yeah, so that's the
I'm
dog
not
to have.
about that. I don't know how I came from that side of the family.
Okay.
A
Well,
rabbit hunter. Are you
not
kidding?
to really eagle you out, but Dad used to save me the bunny tails, and I had the bunny tails in a basket in my bedroom. I thought they were
Okay,
the coolest things.
I'm kicking you from the stream. This is not acceptable behavior.
Well,
Just
you
blame me.
weren't
I
into
brought.
bunnies at that time. But
I
so
don't
I
need
was
to know.
raised with beagles, and when we had the chance to adopt Ginger, well, her name was Lola. I couldn't remember that name for the life of me. I had to keep singing the Barry Manilow song Lola to remember her name, you know.
Lola. She was
And
a girl.
they just get under your skin and they just grow with you. But she gave
Absolutely.
me so much comfort and everything else when I needed it, you know.
It is
Right.
Just wonderful.
isn't it, to see your kids with the dog, like from way back when. I got pictures of Paige when she was probably 5 holding Fido. Like
Yeah.
Right.
it's a teeny tiny little fluff ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And that's what brings us through, you know. They're just nice memories.
Right.
Come on, Tina. Get on there.
MJ said that bunny in the thumbnail is a very distinguished gentleman. Isn't he though?
Yeah, but he's got a winter sweater on.
He has fall vibes. I need to get through summer and get to the fall
Oh,
where we
Oh,
drink lattes and wear turtlenecks.
yeah.
speaking of fall vibes, have any of you ladies been to Lowe's?
No.
No.
Well, at least down here we kind of take Halloween a little bit more serious than other areas.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. We Halloween around here in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, is bigger than Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah,
Yes,
but he's
indeed.
in New Orleans. So
Oh, yeah.
like
okay.
Halloween all year long.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, we actually have a celebration 100 days before Halloween.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's called the Gathering of the Witches.
Oh,
Oh.
I should attend. I've been told I'm a witch. That's fun.
Yes.
Wow.
But anyways, at Lowe's, they have 2 animatronics set up. One is a deep sea diver.
Oh my God. Hold on, Scotty. I hit the button. There.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
So one is a deep sea diver with a skeleton head, and it
Oh.
really looks like the villain from Scooby Doo.
Oh,
Really?
my.
Yep. And then the other one is like a ship's captain with the ship wheel in his hand, and he's all like a skeleton zombie thing.
So
That's
I
cool.
got Lowe's right across the street from me on
You
27th Street. I'll
go
have to
check it out.
venture on over there and nose around.
And that was literally the only thing they had set up, but it was only August 1st. Today's
Right.
3rd now.
Yeah.
So I haven't been in there lately.
Yeah.
They said I'm ready for a second summer. Dude,
Ooh,
wow, it's so unpleasant.
yeah.
It's so humid.
You're
That's
right,
the
Brett.
part that gets me is the humidity.
Yeah. And you're in the kind of the same situation as me, all that water everywhere.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, for y'all, it's worse because in the wintertime, you get the lake effect snow and all that wonderful stuff.
Yeah. And I'm on, I'm pretty close to the lake. So most of the time, yeah, I get blasted on my car and I go, I don't like this. But I go out there and I do it.
It won't be long before Grandma's talking about how she went out to clean off her car and shovel around it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen any minute now because it could
Oh.
snow in August in Wisconsin.
I hope not.
Maybe. I'll give you that.
I sure just wish it would cool off just a smidge.
Stacy
Right.
came up there in some odd month. I don't know when it was. I don't know if it was on the spring end or if it was like, I don't know, but it was a month that it shouldn't snow. And the day we were leaving, it was an all-out snowstorm, and I was fine. It was like cookie dough on the highway. It was like it was coming down so hard that they couldn't plow it quick enough, and I was fine. Like I don't lose my shit in that. Everybody else drives like a maniac, but I'm cool. Like I'm calm.
Well, because you're
And
used
Stacey
to it.
is
You
like,
live here.
what kind of alternate universe have we just gone into? It's not even supposed to snow, and all we wanted to do was get to 65 south because once we hit there, it would be fine.
Yeah.
But all the way through Illinois, it was just horrible.
Well, it's the same way, when we get out of winter. We've had snow on May 5th a few years back.
That's silly.
Yeah. So it's just strange, very strange.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know. I don't take my shovel out of my car until at least about June. Then I put
Then
it
it goes
in my
right back in.
Then I figure I'm
2
safe.
weeks and then put it back in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
See, down here we have a winter. I think last year it was on a weekend.
It was fun.
That's a good one.
Like how cold does it get there?
Honestly, we did have one pretty frigid freeze. What was that? A year or two ago, and it was like our actual temperature hit like -12.
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
Did y'all freak
Yeah.
out?
A little bit,
Yeah.
because a lot of houses down here are not made for that
Oh
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
at all. Everybody was running their water. Nobody had water pressure.
Yep.
All kinds of warnings, don't flush your toilet and all this and that.
Yep.
But we made it
Well,
through.
but you don't have really cold where you need furnaces, do you?
No, ma'am. It's kind of ironic. Some of our houses have fireplaces, but back then, a lot of the whole older houses had fireplaces because that was the only source of heat.
Right. Right.
But here, it's just everybody just has central AC and heat systems,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some of your older homes that never got retrofitted will have window units, of course, and they
Yeah.
might have a window unit in every bedroom, but that one bedroom or the living room itself will have a combo AC and heater window unit.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't know they made those.
Oh yeah, you can actually get them still in a 110 format. I don't know how many BTUs it is, but if you bump up to a 220 unit,
Yeah.
you can have a full-on heat pump in a window unit.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's actually what I had when I was living in a trailer for a little while,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked great.
Yeah, but your insulation and stuff, your homes have to be insulated because even with the cold, I mean, with the heat, you don't want that all coming in, you
Yeah,
know.
down here, it's more about keeping the cold air in your house
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
keeping the cold air from getting into your house.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
But also, just a little HVAC tip: you never want to insulate without having ventilation.
Mm,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
You have to have that in and out flow.
Right.
Well, that's just like, now this is so funny. I'm on the 3rd floor of our apartment building, so it gets hot out in the hallways.
I'm sure, yeah.
And but we have vents in the ceiling. They're huge openings, and it's
Mhm.
like a huge box that fits into this opening.
Okay.
And so I went down to the manager and I said, "Do you think Dave, the maintenance guy, could open up one of the vents down my way?" And she starts laughing and she said, "Why?" I said, "'Cause it's getting a little hot up here. I mean,
Yeah.
I open my door and the heat just bips me in the face." I
Right.
said,
It's like
"It's
you're
a
not even outside yet. Give me a chance to walk downstairs first, then get hit with the heat.
exactly."
Right.
And she said, "Well, we did have one open, Sue." And I said, "Well, I thought there was one because I go walking in the mornings and I
Yeah.
always take notice of all the stuff that's in the hallway." And she
Right.
said, "But we had a
Real
complaint
parent.
because they said it brings in more heat." And I said, "How stupid can they be? Heat rises. If you have an opening, the heat's going to go out and it's going to
Absolutely.
go up in the attic area."
Yep.
Well, the maintenance guy comes and knocks on my door a day later. He said, "Are you sure you want this open?" I said, "Not if you're going to take a lot of flack. Just forget about it, Dave." He said, "No, no, no, Sue." He said, "I'm going to open it up." He said, that's enough of this nonsense. We know that heat rises and you got to have ventilation up here. I don't want you people passing out." Exactly.
Yeah.
So he opened it up and I saw him in the afternoon. I said, "It's so much better already, Dave, because the heat just went
Yep.
up there."
Out it went.
Yep.
Happy
And
birthday.
then when it's a little cooler outside, you feel that cool air coming in those vents,
Right.
and
That's true
it's
too. Yeah.
great.
You get cold air dropping down.
Happy
Hi,
birthday, Scotty
Scotty.
Jr.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I never saw this. Maybe we have them up north, but I just never came across this up north. Um, there was one in this house, but we never used it. But apparently, you can get these big old fans that go in the ceiling or in the roof,
Yeah.
and then these big, huge fans blow in the attic. And
Yeah.
then apparently, you can like instead of having an air conditioner, it like will suck out the air or pull the air in and cool your house more naturally.
We have those. We have those here because when you look up, you can see fans up there, but they're so old. This building is from the 50s. And that it like the hallways used to be air conditioned, but the air conditioning unit is so old that they never kept up with it. And it
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
cost like $1 million to put all new air conditioning in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they're opting not to do it.
Of
But
course.
and even those fans up there are not operable. But I see them up there, and that would be wonderful,
Right.
because you could reverse it, like you said, Suzanne. You suck
Yep.
out the heat, or you blow in the cold air. I mean,
Yep.
that's common sense.
Hmm.
Don't tick off Grandma Badger. She has opinions. It's
Well,
common
you
sense,
know,
stupid people.
I mean, your dad was a very smart man. A lot of times he wasn't handy dandy, but he had the ideas, he had the knowledge, and he
Hmm.
would tell me all this different stuff. And that's how we always worked together. I said, some of these women were pampered and they come here and they expect everybody to pamper them. Well, forget that noise.
There ain't no pampering going on here.
No.
Okay, so that's the one.
Hmm.
I just try to use the common sense that the dear Lord gave me, and some things that I've learned along the way.
Right. Common sense is not so common.
Yeah, right. MJ said, at least GBB knows what she's talking about. Some people have opinions without any basis for it.
Thank you, MJ.
Right.
I'm going to put this where? Is there supposed to be a green dot there?
MJ's ready for a second summer? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I called him crazy earlier. With love, of course.
Of course.
We did have a nice spring, though. It didn't last very long, but we had a nice spring. I spent a lot of time on the patio.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
fall will be better. You can spend lots more time out there. You know, give it another month.
yeah.
At least
Well,
the evenings will be nicer, you
Yeah.
know?
it's more like 2 months for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do so look forward to the days where I can open all the windows in the house, you know?
Yep. You and me both.
We need new windows, and I keep getting after Charlie to order the windows. He said he's going to do them. I mean, he could do them in his sleep. He knows how to do them.
Right. What do you need? Some 2x2 windows? Some 5x2s?
I don't know. I mean, no. I see what you did there.
The trans clear, the trans blue?
Trans pink?
Fancy? Hell, we can do the purple too, you know?
Yeah, let's do that.
There you go. Do the whole stained glass effect.
So we need new windows, and then I forgot the point I was going to make about the new windows.
I'm sorry, I got y'all.
Open the windows, right? So we can't open our windows right now because they're original to the house and they're so old that any sliding up and down, I mean, they could pop at any second.
Yeah,
And then if you do fight to get one open, you're gonna have to fight to get it closed. And
Yes,
Yep, exactly.
exactly. So yeah, and then we have plastic over them because a couple of them are broken. Like they're still together, but they're broken. And just to keep like the heat out, there's no insulation left to them at all.
right.
So I can't wait to get those switched out to new windows and then have a window open. What is that like? Oh my God.
Yeah. I had great hope. I think it was yesterday morning that I saw people with a jacket on and I went, is it really cool out there? So I opened my bedroom window because that's smaller and I stood there and I said, no. I don't know why you got a jacket on, you fool.
Yeah, it's
But
nice to know.
it's hot.
It's nice to know that people don't do that just down here because I swear, if it's 70 degrees outside, people are wearing sweaters, and it
Oh,
just blows
God.
my mind. It really boggles my mind.
I don't even wear a coat for winter anymore. I mean, it has to be
We can
really
do-
cold. Like
Yeah,
I'll just throw on a hoodie and go. And grandma will be bundled with a hood and mittens, and I'll be like,
Well, yeah.
Stacy and I will wear flip flops or sandals until 35 degrees.
but again, you're conditioned to that, so
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, when it's chilly, when it's 30 or even in the 50s, I'll throw on a lightweight jacket, like I've got a jean jacket or something it's not lined, but it works, you know. But when it's wintertime, I got the Snuggies.
there you go.
Okay, so this one goes there, but the other one won't go there. So what is the dealio?
Row raggy.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, I meant to ask, wasn't it MJ that was building that
Oh yeah, MJ. Yeah.
he was building last week his
was building a dragon.
the new dragon. Did you finish it, MJ?
How did it turn out? Okay, something is terribly wrong. I have done something wrong.
It was going to be a pretty one.
I've done so much wrong. Okay. Oh, I did do it. Oh, I did it wrong.
Oh, Susie, no.
With
Well,
it happens. Don't anyone panic. I build stuff
right.
all the
Yes, ma'am, it's a beauty.
time.
Well, you got past the hard part, finding out where the problem itself is, you know?
Yeah, it's not like I was building a Technic and I'm 3/4 of the way done with it.
Ooh, that gives me anxiety just thinking about it.
Right. You're missing like one pin that you needed at the end.
Yeah, because I put one extra, or you get, 45% of the way through, and why is this pin in my way?
Right.
Because in step 3, you put it in the wrong spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me rebuild this.
Okay.
The 95-year-old man upstairs is angry.
Oh, is little man hungry?
Probably.
Oh, poor baby.
He'll be fine. Okay, so this goes on the flat side. The flat side, and then this one goes on the up side. Like that. Yes. Okay, so I have 2 corners. That, and then that goes on here.
MJ likes the awnings on that set. He wants to order some parts so he can do the same thing.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. I fixed
Hey, that wasn't too bad.
yay. See, that wasn't so bad.
Well, and see, now the windows stay. You should question things if your windows don't stay in place, right?
Yeah.
Not me. I just build right past them. Maybe they're meant to swing in and out. I don't know.
The problem for
That's
the
how
next time.
ours do in the house.
Who am I to question Lego?
Right? There you go. Trust the process. That's what I do.
Trust the process, right? Okay, but these are supposed to be up higher. Yes, like that, like that. Yay, it fits.
It's like this and like that and like this, y'all. It's like this and like that and like this.
Yes, exactly. Okay. No touchy the frogs. Moving on. Flip it. Oh, he's barking unnecessarily.
Uh-oh.
He starts barking at like 3 o'clock because he wants food. He's silly.
Yeah. But he hasn't seen Mama for a while, or hasn't smelt Mama for a while. Where is she?
Right. Been gone too long.
Yep.
It's crazy how much he relies on his nose being blind and deaf. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I just walk into the kitchen and like I'm standing there for like a second, and I don't even have to be in the doorway, and he's in the living room. He immediately wakes from a deep sleep.
Wow.
He knows, and I mean, I don't think I smell like anything, but I smell like his mama.
No. Yeah.
That's
Right.
good.
What is this?
But humans have the same thing, someone that's blind or deaf. Your other senses come to help you,
Absolutely.
I have an extra part here, and I don't think I'm so. Oh,
That's probably why you have such great blind musicians,
yeah.
because they can hear on such a different level. They probably hear in a completely different way.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like they can hear the notes, but then picture the notes in their mind as well, or something,
That's
Right.
right.
You are correct, sir. Suzanne, you're right. Those awnings on that set are pretty cool. Yes. So are you talking about these green ones or this little fun one? Oh, these. Oh, I moved the camera, so now I just don't know what I'm doing half the time. These are fun, right? I like the shape of these. And I like that color scheme.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
cool.
like what they did with all of these.
Yeah, that was really nice. I like the dark green.
And the dark green ones are cute too.
And look at these cute little fruits or something that they're selling. Aren't they cute? And they have like this little, I don't know what these are supposed to be, if there's like pink peaches or something. But they have like a little divot on them.
Right. Huh.
I
Pretty
would
cool.
eat it if I was Lego.
Yep.
All right, bag 9.
How many more to go?
I'm going to run upstairs really quick and quiet the old man.
Okay, not a problem.
Why is my mouse not working? I'm beginning to think that it's the computer because this is a brand new battery mouse and I'm hovered right over remove Scott and I don't want to remove Scott.
I was gonna say I can leave if you want me to.
No, not at all. But now I can't move the mouse. Okay, so I'm just going to go upstairs. I'll be right back, but I can't mute, so have it.
Go on. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Shucks, she can't mute it. Now we can't talk about her.
Yeah, I see why you doing the black first.
Yeah, because it's once I get that done, then it'll be so enjoyable to do the colors.
Exactly, and you'll have all the monotonous out the way.
Yeah, and it's so much. But again, like when I was doing the dots for the world map, it wasn't bad at all.
Okay.
I think that's why Susie, because that was Susie's project, and that's why she brought it to me and said, "Mom, you do it."
It was too much of the same thing.
Yeah.
Is that world map kind of like the mosaic sets where it's a bunch of little panels?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
They were maybe 6 by 6 panels,
Yeah.
like that. And then you would put 5 of them together, and that would be a whole long panel.
Okay.
As you kept going, you added the panels together.
And did it one row at a time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's why I was able to get like on a stream here, I would get 5 of them almost done, and then just
Nice.
finish it up, and
Yeah,
then
that worked out
little
great.
pins that stick them together, and then I made a box to stack them in, from the first so on up. So you got to keep them in order.
Oh, yeah.
Which I didn't. I mixed them up, and I went, wait a minute, this doesn't look right, and I spread them out on my bed, and it didn't look right. So then I switched them around, and then there's more pins to put all of those, and I think there was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. There was 8 panels because there was 40 altogether.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. But it was interesting, and then the frame was very nice also,
Yeah.
and to hang it, it was very easy. I hung it low because I didn't know how much weight our apartment walls could take,
Yeah.
So I hung it low, and it was easier for me. I didn't have to go on a ladder and whatnot and try to. This thing is 40 inches by 26, so it's hot.
My Lego store had it set up for a little while. It is humongous.
Yeah. So I thought, well, this way I can just mark off the holes with masking tape where I want it, make the holes, and then put the screws in, and then just hang it. And it worked out perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of frames, I like the Mona Lisa set in general, but a lot of people were scoffing at it. But
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, the frame on that set is magnificent.
Well, I can't wait to get it. I don't know when it ships.
Right. But yeah, that's a one on my list for sure.
Well, any of those, which one did you do, Suzanne? painting.
Oh, I did the Starry Night, or yeah. Is that what
Yeah.
that was?
Yeah, that was an awesome set. I love
Yeah.
that dude.
Yeah, I have it hanging up here on the wall.
You know,
Mm.
and the Mona Lisa, I mean, how they can do that, it's really neat.
Indeed.
Catching up on the chat here. So we have Hoosier with us. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh,
Um,
hi, Hoosier.
Zizu asked, did Hoosier get to see Deadpool? Things got all screwed up the first 20 minutes. Got called out for a telephone pole down. Oh no.
Wow.
Z says, I like the Mona Lisa set, just prefer other portraits by other artists. The set is well done for the subject matter. Yep.
Indeed.
Indeed. I can't imagine what is going on with my Mac, but the mouse stops working all the time. Maybe it's the port that the little thingamabob's in. It's just a weird thing to stop working when everything else is working fine.
Yeah.
And I did a hard restart before we came on today.
Said you have a Mac?
Yeah, I do.
See, Mac does not play well with others.
Either do I. If you're going to Trader Joe's, I don't know if you all have one, these little fruity jellies. Oh my goodness, they're delicious.
Okay.
Are they like gummies?
But they're super soft.
Oh.
Nice.
They're not like chewy like a gummy. They're just jellies.
Okay.
Orange, raspberry, lemon, blueberry, grape, and mandarin.
Oh my, nice assortment.
Right.
Oh.
It seems like other gummies are they're just too much. I'm chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing.
Yeah. Like, when will this go away?
I know. And I don't want to swallow it whole, but geez, Lord.
Yeah, it won't break down. It just keeps changing shape.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And around Halloween time, right around the corner, my son always asks me, "You want some of these?" And no, I don't want those chewy things that I'm gonna be eating for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like a new form of gum.
Right. Without the flavor.
And they're making gummies for everything. I mean, even over-the-counter meds are gummies.
Uh-huh.
Well, good Lord. I don't want to keep chewing a med for a half an hour to get it down.
Really?
I'd rather swallow a pill. I'm good at that.
Hoosier said, I'm watching Charlie work deals. Mm-hmm. Good luck with that.
Yeah, everybody knows that, MJ.
Scotty's not alone, y'all.
Hey, now.
Charlie's at Med House?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's there with Hoosier.
Oh, I see. There we go. Now I got the connection.
Poor Joe.
Yeah.
He has to deal with both of them. Kidding. Just kidding.
And
Oh, little man needs back in the living room. Be right back.
That little dog is the sweetest little thing around. And he gets his point across to her.
Don't worry, son. Oh goodness. Junior was asking, he was like, so am I gonna even have like a birthday cake this year?
Oh,
I said, yeah, next weekend we're going up to his mama's house and we're gonna do the traditional birthday thing for him.
oh, that's nice.
But I just thought a kayaking trip would have been a little bit cooler,
Well, sure.
instead of a traditional birthday party. And he just moved back here with me, so he doesn't really have too many friends that he's made around here,
Right.
other than my sister's family. But a friend of mine, he lives close to this area where we went kayaking, and he has two daughters around the same age as Junior. So he got to hang out with two girls and go kayaking. Not a bad
Yeah.
birthday. Not a
Boy,
bad
Girls.
that's
birthday.
pretty special.
He did his first rope swing.
You survived to tell about it,
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was on the screen, so he's here.
right?
All right. Cut this one off.
Oh dear, we're gonna have another how do I end the stream situation.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no.
the mouse won't recognize.
Oh, goodness.
I just unplugged the little port thingy, that goes with this in the back, and it's just not moving the mouse.
Wow.
This thing, I don't know why it disconnects.
What did you do last time? Hit enter?
No, I ran upstairs and got the other mouse and connected it so that I could end it.
Oh,
Oh, so this has been a problem before.
Last week, yes. And everybody in the chat hung around while the screen was just purple and we were all gone.
Yes.
I kicked myself out, but I couldn't end the stream.
Right.
Well,
Hmm.
I know. I don't know why. And I can't click on it. I don't think it's going to help because I'm sitting right on the remove Scotty button. We don't want it.
Go for it. I mean,
No. Stay right where you are, sir.
what's the worst that can happen? I tap a link again.
Well, true.
Zizo says maybe some pecan pie after though, or ice cream
What? Pecan pie.
After the fun trip,
Oh,
the kayaking. Because
right.
little Scott said, am I going to have a regular birthday party?
I think kayaking and hanging out with girls is better than a regular birthday party.
I would think so, but you never know.
Why do I not have 3 of these?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's not something unique. I remember, I think it was his 8th birthday. I brought him to his first concert.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What'd you see?
Imagine Dragons.
My favorite band.
Favorite band.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Of course, I wasn't familiar with them per se, so I did a little investigation, and I was like, okay, I can, I can deal with my child listening to this and whatnot, and yeah, so brought him out there. It just so happened the concert was like the day before his birthday or something. Yeah, it worked out. I was like, okay, well, this was clearly meant to be.
Yep.
It's a sign from the universe.
Exactly, and I took its advice.
Scotty, what was your first concert?
Green Day, 13.
I don't think I've ever seen Green Day.
Yep. It was shortly after the Dookie album released.
Mm.
And it was like me and 5 of my friends. My dad took us.
Oh my God, how fun.
Yeah.
Grandma, do you remember my first concert?
No, I don't.
I had to buy tickets 6 months in advance, and I squealed every day leading up to the concert. It was Metallica.
Nice.
That,
That's a
of course. I
killer.
should have known that.
I remember it because when we were living in that condo type apartment is when I got the tickets, and I was so stinking excited that I got tickets. But it was
Oh,
like 6 months before the concert, and I was just like,
I would have been.
I was so
Probably one of my favorite concerts was Pantera and Anthrax.
oh my God.
Check
was-
this out. Dad took me, okay, and he was with me. He was smoking weed with people in the freaking stand.
Ah, that's amazing.
Here I am, 15, sitting there jealous.
What is going on, Dad?
Right?
Well, I'm really dating myself. I went to a concert.
What
Susie,
was-
you took me.
Well, first, what was your first concert, Grandma?
That was the only one.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Barry Manilow.
That was the only concert you've ever been to?
Well, no, actually.
See, she's lying, everybody. I knew she was lying.
Well, yeah, my girlfriend and I, we always liked James Brown. We loved his songs. Okay. So we had the chance to go to Milwaukee in town here and go to a James Brown concert.
Mhm.
You ever want to feel like the vanilla center of the Oreo? That's what her and I were, because it was an all black audience, and here was Sandy and I. But we had a hell of a good time. We
Yeah.
enjoyed the music and everything else, and everything was copacetic, no problems, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be an awesome concert to go see. God rest his soul.
Yep.
Yeah. He was something else. That's why we said once in a lifetime. I never told my mom though.
I mean,
I
back
was
in the day,
living
I
by
mean,
myself
yeah.
in town here, so I was of age, but I never mentioned it to my mom.
Yeah, it was just different back then.
Yeah, but then Barry Manilow was the only other one I went to, and he was super. I loved his music. I still play it.
Heck yeah. I get down with that too.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow, Frank Sinatra.
Her name.
Yes.
was
Old Blue Eyes. Oh God, yes. And Dean Martin and the Rat Pack.
Whole crew, yep.
Yeah.
I've actually made some friends with my customers because I know how to read the room. And I was at a lady's house doing a lot of indoor stuff, changing out all her outlets and switches.
Mm-hmm.
Sinatra going, and she was like, "Hey, turn that up."
Zizu's asking me if I remember the opening band. I want to say, but I don't know that this would make sense. I want to say it was Nickelback because I had never seen Nickelback. Well, it had to have been because it was at the same venue. And I thought Nickelback was ridiculous at the time because the pyrotechnics for Nickelback were as big as they were for Metallica. And I was like, this just doesn't equal. Like, what are we doing here?
It's like two ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah, it's just very weird. So I think maybe it was them. It wasn't anybody big like Pantera or like Megadeth or something like that. So I can't remember.
Or you would never have Megadeth and Metallica tour together.
That is true. That is true. Oh my God, can you imagine? I cannot.
It'd be worse than freaking Guns N' Roses.
Right. Lord. Zizu, my first concert, I thought I had lost my hearing for a day. Well, Zizu, what did you see?
Hey, Will. Good evening, buddy. Or afternoon to you.
Okay, everybody in the chat, put in the chat who your first concert was. Please and thank you. And I will figure out where this block of bricks goes. I fooled the little man upstairs. I gave him a handful of kibble, and he thinks he has eaten dinner now. And now he's a quiet little saint taking a nap.
Well, you know, he likes his little snacks, little snicky snacks. We like snicky snacks. He does too.
Right?
Oh, MJ said BB King was the first concert he remembers.
BB King. Oh, I remember him.
That's another great artist for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jesus said Incubus, Snot, Soulfly, and System of a Down. Wow. Zizu, I didn't peg you for that.
Yeah, he was a wild one.
Right? Right out of left field.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
I don't know why, and I don't mean to stereotype, but that's how it's going to come out. I pictured Zizu more of a fish concert goer.
Oh, what? A fish?
Yeah, it's PHISH.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Grateful Dead.
Yeah. More of a hippie vibe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
not that
we
there's
all
anything
like
wrong with
different things.
No.
Funny, I went through a darker, more metal period before discovering Bob Dylan. Okay. Alrighty.
Hey, I do a Bob Dylan impression.
Oh, well, go right.
Yeah. It's Bob Dylan's phone on vibrate. You ready?
I guess. Very good, Scott. Round of applause. I like to live in my dark metal ages.
Oh, yeah. You were simply born in the darkness. I was bred in it.
Wow, look at you pulling out all the impressions. I love.
Well, at least we did something in our life, so that's good.
I love this gold. These gold,
those pieces are sweet.
Fence pieces, yeah.
And what I love is how uniform they look when you put them next to each other. The pattern continues.
Yeah.
That is sweet.
I did go to a concert, but it really wasn't a concert, but it was. Lately, last year, I went to see, and because one of my my best friend's sister was sick, so she had a ticket, and so Paulette called me and said, "Do you want to go out to Hartford for a concert?" And I said, "Sure." Who's there? And it was Lee Greenwood.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved that show. It was excellent. And we sat way up. It's the Hartford, I forget what it's called, but it's built in the round. And so all the stage is down front and all the seats are all around it. And there isn't a bad seat in the place. And we had the top seats and it was wonderful. If we ever go again, that's where you sit because there's nobody obstructing your view or anything. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it's an amphitheater setup.
That's it. That's it. Thank you, Scott. Yes.
Hello, Will. Sorry, I tried to say hi. Sorry, Scotty, go ahead.
I said, y'all keep me around here for something.
We keep you around for all things, Scotty.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so like here is the whole continuous thing you were just saying with those.
Well, actually, I was thinking if you use them in a more traditional hand railing style.
Yeah.
But I like how they use them as window parts. It's pretty cool.
Bane was a good character. That I love Tom Hardy. Yeah.
Yeah, that series really impressed me. because of course I'm an old school Batman fan.
Yeah.
It's hard to get me off the '89 series, but that was impressive.
Where am I putting these? 1, 2, 2 of these, 1 of those.
He discovered Chappelle Roan. She definitely has some Lady Gaga vibes.
That's who Paige went and saw at Lollapalooza yesterday. Or the
Nice.
day before.
But speaking of Lady Gaga, I really look forward to Joker 2.
Yes.
I think I'm going to have to go to the theaters to see that one.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Something feels
That
wrong.
movie.
This just feels not right. It isn't really cooked yet. There's nothing really there to cook it to.
Dang, Zuzu, I'm sorry to hear that, man. He's apparently having some car trouble.
Will doing okay. Car wouldn't start again. Oh, it's like my mouse. We just can't get things to work. Bunny, oh wow, jealous she got to see, right? Kim, I've never been to a concert because UK is, oh, well, that stinks that they're not good with the disabled
Yeah.
access.
Yeah, me too, Zissou. That's going to be a really cool thing to see. I'm curious as how that turns out.
Oh, see, that's why it doesn't matter if it moves around a bit because it's getting hunkered down with this. Oh, there we go.
I hope that's all it is, Zissou. If your battery's more than 3 years old, it could be.
I'll tell you, I just replaced my car battery last year, and the one that was in there lasted 6 years for me.
Hey, that's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And it was still working, and it tested out good, but I said, I don't want to take a chance at 6 years.
Yeah, you did good, because if you get more than 5 years out of a battery, you're doing real good.
Yeah.
And up there with y'all's winters, I would have never chanced it either.
Exactly.
The
And
cold.
I got a new starter on it. That was a couple of years ago. So it's good to go. And I just had brakes done. Well, God forbid, but they're on there and they're good. But boy, that was expensive.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Plus, I don't see you quite driving like the little old lady from Pasadena.
No. No, I just putt around my neighborhood. I don't go very far.
Right. I'm just glad I could make a joke with a reference that we could both get.
Yes, absolutely.
Way to bridge the gap there, Scotty.
Yep.
That's what I was trying to do. See that? We have multi-layered jokes on the show.
That's right. That's right.
Multi-generational.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't put the pedal to the metal very often.
I hear you.
I drive too fast. Once in my younger days, I was driving back from the casino in the Dells in Wisconsin. We had left early the next morning. And I don't know. I thought, wow, I'm the only one on the road. This is amazing. I'm going to drive fast. I was going 92 in a 55.
Oh.
Got clocked by an aircraft.
Oh.
Which at that point in my life, I had no idea even existed.
Gotcha.
So the cop pulled me over and he's like, ma'am, the aircraft clocked you at 92. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't even, yeah. But luckily, I was dating an attorney at the time and he got the ticket fixed.
That would have been a hefty one, too. Jeez. You actually looked in jail.
Exactly.
I went through just a tiny streak where I came like really close to losing my license, and it was all like weird circumstantial. And then I've never done another thing since. I've been good. I mean, yes, I can drive a little too fast, but I'm very cognizant of what's going on around me. So
you're a good driver, though. Yes, you're a very good driver.
Yeah, I definitely map out my route and make my plans before I just start bobbing and weaving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But have y'all seen Pulp Fiction?
I have, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the wolf?
The what?
The wolf,
No, sorry.
the guy they called in to help clean
Oh,
up the
yeah,
mess.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Talk. Yeah, I drive fast. I talk fast. I move fast. I kind of drive like him.
yeah. Gotcha.
See, now a cop would probably pull me over for going too slow.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you got to go
Well,
the speed limit.
Well, I do see, no, but yeah,
I
and I
do.
do go the speed limit, and these people are buzzing past me. Well, go right ahead because it says 30. I'm going to do 30, maybe 32, but never more than that.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I've
Well,
got
yeah,
I've gotten very lucky for as many trips as I've taken back and forth from here to Wisconsin. Especially once you hit Illinois. I mean, they don't give a shit in Illinois, right? But
Okay.
if I mean, everybody drives fast in Illinois, but the stretch of 94, right when you get off of 65, you get onto 94, and it's technically 55 miles an hour, but I mean, literally no one is going that. So I sandwich myself between two cars and we take that stretch at like 70, 75, 80. And
There
I get
you
to Wisconsin much quicker than most people.
go.
yeah,
I kind of like to do the same thing. Like, I'd go or was going from here to Baton Rouge quite often. So you learn your spots where you can cruise and where you shouldn't.
Right.
And
And you just have to really be aware, like, don't get sidetracked. Like, be aware of who's behind you, who's on side of you, so that you're looking for the cops too.
yep. And then I know the hot spots and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But if I'm cruising at a set speed and notice that I've got quite a few people passing me, I will definitely jump in line and just cruise with them.
Yep. 'Cause you're not going to pull a whole pack of you over.
Exactly. If I'm in the mix, if I'm not in the front or in the back, I'm good.
Yep. Now,
And it also depends on what kind of group I speak to, because you got the crazy a-holes that want to do 95 all the way down the interstate.
right,
So I don't mess with them.
right.
no, because they're going to get nailed for sure.
Yeah. They're just doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I always used to tell my friends when I was teaching them how to drive. The hardest part of driving is not what you're doing; it's figuring out what the next guy is going to do.
Yeah,
The most valuable thing I learned in driver's ed, and I've never forgotten it, always pay attention to the car in front of the car ahead of you.
Exactly. Don't think one step ahead. Think 2 or 3 steps ahead.
Correct.
Mhm.
Assume that the guy right in front of you is not paying attention.
Yep. And
And
then I did instructor for a while, so I learned how to predict pretty good.
Yep. Stacy and I got in the car right here and we pulled out, and we have kind of a busy, our whole subdivision area. It's 2 main roads and it's very busy through here and there's a lot of traffic. And so it was maybe rush hour. I think it was probably rush hour. And we were headed and I was driving and I just made a left-hand turn. And just as we get like a half a block through that left-hand turn, somebody comes at us head on.
Oh, wow.
And we have those, we call them suicide lanes here, where it's like the center turn lane. So
Oh, yeah.
right. So I'm in the left lane. This guy, I don't know if he thought he was in the suicide lane or what, but he was actually in our lane. Stacey didn't even react. She was so gobsmacked about it.
Right.
But I was able to go just by a tiny flex into the suicide lane and completely missed getting hit head on. And she was like, holy crap, you have good reflexes. And I was like,
Right.
I just made it wasn't even like I didn't, it wasn't a big overcorrect or anything, but it was just like, okay, well, if you're going to go there, then I'm going to go here. And luckily there was no one else in the suicide lane.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things where you have to predict what people are doing, and that's completely unexpected right there. Jeez.
And it's not even the highway. Like that wasn't the highway. That was just like a really busy street here in our. Ugh, now you want me to put how many of these stickers on?
Oh yeah, I bet that does have some stickers.
Red bars. Okay.
Is that what you were showing us before the stickers? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
We were busy talking and you held up something.
You don't pay attention to me. I get it.
Oh, Jesus. Ah,
Yeah,
damned if
MJ,
you do, damned if you don't.
Jesus, Susie.
I think you're right, MJ. It's not so much what you're doing, but how you're doing it.
Yeah. Yep.
I got a lot of skill. Apparently, I freaked Charlie out. He doesn't like riding with me. But I think that's Charlie's problem, not mine.
There you go.
You have not had many accidents. So that, I mean, you can say, oh yeah, she's just very lucky. Luck only goes so far.
I'm going to be 54 soon, and any accident I had was like really when I was really young.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And that's how it usually happens.
That's right.
With age comes experience and all that good stuff.
Yep.
But then we still do stupid stuff like trying to keep somebody from cutting you off and wind up hitting the car in front of you.
Well,
That was a bad day.
Yeah.
there is that.
All I wanted to do was get to the freaking parade route without this a-hole and the 3 other a-holes behind him cutting me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those happen all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no shortage of those people.
Right.
That is for sure.
Oh, are they the same? Oh, they're the same. Good Lord.
See, we have a street out here it's 27th Street. Well, let me tell you, they must think it's a freeway. We call them freeways. Susie down in Kentucky calls them highways. But it's a freeway.
Interstate, whatever. Same
I
thing.
mean, I went to Aldi's this morning, minding my own little business, and it's like 4 or 5 blocks away. And I could see this car, this little black convertible car coming. And I thought, nah, don't pull out because he's coming too fast. It's 2 old farts, older than me, driving like 70 miles an hour down 27th Street.
Wow.
And there's traffic all over the place. And I'm going, well, they're out for joy.
And I have a concern about their reaction time.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Because I know my reaction is probably not as good as what it used to be because of my age. So, go slow. What's your hurry?
Slow down, old farts.
Yes. But luckily for me, I saw them coming and I thought, and they were traveling. And I thought, just stay where you are.
Exactly. See, that was you doing good prediction moves on this fast moving vehicle.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
And then when I saw who was driving, I thought, oh, you old farts.
Right? Think it's some young dumb kid.
Yeah.
Here's a story prompt for you, Grandma. So MJ said, I've only been in a single accident. It was a university shuttle that merged right into the right side of my car. So, Grandma, tell them the story of when you came to visit. Trains, planes, and automobiles you had to take to get here and get back.
Oh, wow.
God. Yeah.
Did you meet John Candy?
Almost.
Yeah. Well, we have a train station here that I could take to Chicago. So my husband took me over there and waited until the train came in. So, okay, I got my ticket, blah, 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 or I have my ticket, whatever. So I go from Chicago or from here to Chicago for the train. And then I was going to pick up, Susie had this all laid out, the Greyhound bus. So outside of the train station, Chicago train station, myself, along with 4 other people, were waiting for this bus to go to Louisville. Well, he decided there was no parking and he didn't stop. So here we are sitting and wondering, what now? So we all went back down in. I called Susie and I said, you know, if we can't figure something out, I'll call Dad. He can come back and pick me up. Well, we took the train again to Indianapolis. Let me tell you, I don't really care for train rides. It's every little stop and whistle. Woo,
Yeah.
woo, woo, woo. I like them, you know, like Legos or what Charlie's got set up for trains, but not on a real train.
So then she gets into Indianapolis at like, I felt like 2 a.m. or something.
2 a.m, yeah. And Susie picked me up from there, and then we went to Louisville.
And then on the way home.
Yeah. That now, granted, this is the first time I'm traveling. First time I'm traveling by myself. So she drops me off at the at the bus station. And I get the Greyhound bus to come back to Chicago. Well, a block before the train station in Chicago, so that I can come back to Milwaukee, a car hits the bus.
She calls me and she's like, we've been in an accident. I'm fine. And I'm like, are you shitting me?
Yeah. So I said to the bus driver, can't I? He said, I said, I've got to catch the last train to go back to Milwaukee. And he said, okay. He said, I'll flag you down a cab. Okay.
Never done any of this before in her life.
Right. And I just had a carry-on, thank God, because if it wouldn't have been a carry-on, I would have lost my luggage, or they would have shipped it to me, or whatever the heck it was.
It would have been lost.
So there was a young kid, and he said, ma'am, are you going to the train station? I said, yes. He said, well, I'll take a cab. We'll share the cab cost and go to the train station. I said, fine. So the bus driver went out, flagged down a cab. Here I'm running down the street to catch this cab along with this other kid. And we get in the car. We get to the train station. And the last train is just getting ready to go. The kid was very, very nice. He said, this is where you want to go to get your train to Milwaukee. I said, okay, that's fine. So I went down there. I got on the train. And I called my husband in the meantime. I said, are you going to pick me up? I said, I'm coming into Milwaukee. Well, him and his friend picked me up, and I got back home. But I said, that's the first experience of going away from my nice home to visit my daughter, trains, planes, and automobiles.
And that is why Susie now drives to pick up her mother.
Yes.
Gotcha. So now we know the origin story of that. Very nice.
I
That
know.
was a crazy thing. Just crazy.
Absolutely crazy. A block from the train station, a car hits the bus. You know, you never expected stuff like that. I mean, good Lord. And so when Susie said, the next time I want you to come down here, she says, I'll come and get you, Mom. I said, well, if you got to rent a car, I'll pay for the rental of the car because I don't want to go that other route.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Good times.
Yep. Well, hey, that's an experience and a story that I can tell on this.
So this is fun detail. Gold leaves. With
wow. That is really cool with the frogs on top. Okay.
Woo. Pretty.
Huh. I like it.
I feel like something's missing there. What would be missing?
MJ says that's wild.
How did Suzanne end up in Kentucky? So my ex-husband, he worked for the company well, that's funny too, but worked for the company that I currently work for. And he was getting promoted to a higher position. So in order to do that, he had to move from Wisconsin to Kentucky, which was the home base.
Mhm.
So we moved here. And for 3 months, I didn't work. And I thought I was going to lose my mind because I had worked like full time since the very first age I could work full time. And I had left a company that I was with for 18 years to move here. So it was quite a transition. And then we ended up getting divorced like 2 or 3 years later. But I stayed with the company. And now the company's like changed hands like 3 or 4 times. But I've been with the company now. I think I just crossed 17 years. So
Yeah, I
Nice.
think so.
almost right back up to 18.
Yes, indeed.
I'm unnecessarily dedicated to things when I come here. Yeah, so that's what brought me to Kentucky.
And
Cool.
she loved it so much she stayed instead of coming back home.
Well, I mean,
No,
humidity
I know.
over snow, yes. I like snow occasionally, but I don't need that much snow.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
I would just like some cold air on Christmas, though. It's way too weird having like a humid, hot Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Grandma, how much did you get done? You're all still doing the black part?
Yeah, but I've got an awful lot done.
Well, I'd love to put you on the big screen, but I can't. So everybody
Oh,
just
that's all right.
eyes
I can show
forward.
it this way.
Very nice.
Wow.
I got a whole section done.
That
If
is
I
going
can
to be a
get,
huge contrast.
yeah, if I can get during this week, this and this, I think doing the colored part is going to be outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
And you'll be so glad you got all that behind you.
Yeah, yeah,
Susan
because
said, oh, that's beautiful.
yeah. When there's so much background, I like doing that better, getting the background out of here, and then you can concentrate on the subject matter.
Right.
Scotty, anything exciting going on this week for you?
Not really. For those of you who don't know, me and the Cajun Yeti have a Monday night show going on at 8 o'clock on Mondays.
Oh,
Oh.
good. I'm not sure I did know that. So awesome.
Yeah. Monday, 8 o'clock Central, 2 Cajuns, 1 brick.
That's fun.
I think this week we're gonna try to do Scotch tree time. I'm gonna be building some trees and showing some little techniques that I use with the simple parts that I have.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be highly successful. And I will tune in. That's 9 o'clock my time. So I'll set a reminder.
Cool.
And I'll try to stay awake and tune in myself.
Awesome. Well, even if you just come by and say hi, we'd appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. And I'll click the likes and the whatever.
Right? Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Or whatever. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I need to start focusing on how I'm going to shut down the stream.
Now back to making the computer operate.
Yeah.
So nothing. Will says tree time.
Yeah, I figured that would get a few people's attention.
I didn't know about that. Nicely done. Okay, Scotty, I'm going to try to move the mouse. If I accidentally remove you, I apologize.
No worries, no worries. I know you're just trying to do what you got to do. And thanks everybody in chat for coming out. It was an awesome stream, and I appreciate you, lovely ladies, having me hang out with y'all.
Thank you very much, Scotty.
Thank you.
And before we get lost, it's been a slice of heaven.
Can't
Okay.
forget that.
Wait, mouses were working and Scotty's back. Okay.
Oh, no, now he's back. Here he is.
The mouse is working and I put him back in. Okay.
So, see, I told you all you had to do was kick me out in the first place.
Magical.
And I got in my slice of heaven quickly.
Yeah, that was nice.
Well, Grandma, you might have to do it again. So
That's all right.
hold on. Thank you, everybody who came out. We love you. We adore you. We appreciate that you come out and you spend time with us. And we are very, very grateful.
Yes. Everything what she said twice.
Ditto.
Ditto. Thank you. I couldn't think of that word. I knew it was there someplace.
And what kind of slice is it, Grandma?
What?
What kind of slice is it?
It's been a slice of heaven.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.